welcome to my garden. In today's video I will be sharing with you my spring garden, the garden that's just starting to wake up and it's coming back to life, and I'm super excited to share it with you. It's so exciting in spring to see new things pop up from the ground, and there are a few blooms as well, so it's so nice. But by no means is it all cleaned up, pruned, all of that. No, because I'm taking my time to slowly do a few chores in the garden to prune back some of my perennials. And it's still early, it's still a bit cooler here, so it's nice to just enjoy the garden as is. Spring can feel overwhelming because there is this sense of renewal, there is this sense of energy where we kind of want to transition into more of an active state, and it can feel like our bodies are not ready to move yet. So take your time, enjoy the spring weather, and just enjoy that the plants will wake up and renew and they will come back to life even if you did nothing to them. So it's so nice to let nature be and to just enjoy the joys of gardening. And I am just so excited today to walk in my garden and show you what's happening. Things are starting to green up, the buds are swelling, and the bulbs are emerging. So here we go, and let me show you my garden today. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Preeti. I garden in Toronto in Zone 6, and this is my perennial garden. I have mostly perennials, and I love gardening with perennials. And it's a cottage style garden, lots of plants mingle with each other, and lots of varieties of plants and lots of gardening beds. So here we go, let's walk around and see what's happening in my garden today. To orient you, this is what I see when I walk out from my front door. This is my front garden bed. It is pretty deep. I mean, it has two sides and it's got a lot of plants in it. And right now what's really looking good in my garden is this heather. It has been blooming for a few weeks now and it's absolutely stunning. And it had actually, when I uncovered the snow and it melted, I could see these blooms and it was absolutely gorgeous. Of course there are lots of weeds popping which need to be taken care of, but that'll happen. And here's geum that is starting to green and develop its fresh foliage and leaves, and it's so nice to see this fresh growth from the spring leaves, and it's absolutely beautiful. I have a poppy here, oriental poppy, that is coming back as well, and lots of daffodil bulbs. Like, these are tete-a-tete daffodils that are slowly emerging. I have a few peppered around here and a lot more in this bed here. I'll walk around and I'll show you. It's just so beautiful to see everything slowly waking up. It's a beautiful sunny day. Here is a little patch of crocus that is blooming and it's so gorgeous. I love the soft almost buttercup yellow blooms, and they are just so gorgeous. And a lot other bulbs are starting to poke through, as you can see here. This is going to be beautiful when they all start to bloom. This was a little bulb area that I randomly decided to plant last fall, and it's rewarding me and it's looking so beautiful and it's just so gorgeous. I am so thrilled with how everything has come back. This is my rock garden, which did okay underneath all of that snow, and it's starting to kind of wake up and really come in its own. It's starting to just, almost as if just slowly waking up, and it's really pretty. And these are the tete-a-tete daffodils that I think will bloom very soon. Like, this one is already like nodding its head a little bit, so I would say by the weekend or early next week a lot of this should start to bloom, because we are supposed to have really nice weather. These are the hyacinths that are coming up as well. Lots of tulips, lots of little plants poking their heads. Here's peonies that are starting to poke out as well, and it's really going to be beautiful. I have a lot of creeping thyme here in between these stones, and it's starting to green and it's looking really good. Lots of buds, kind of leaf buds on my roses as well. So I think they will wake up soon as well. I did do a bit of pruning on them just to give them a little bit of cleanup, and just removed anything that was dead and damaged and crossing, and I just gave them a bit of a prune. So I'm excited to see all of this wake up. This is the other side of my front garden. It's also slowly starting to come into life and get a lot of new growth. The hukras are actually starting to leaf out, and they are looking really good. I have to come and remove some of the old leaves, but even when I have done nothing to them, they are still flushing out new growth, and it's looking gorgeous in here. The yarrow in the back there is starting to green up. It's really liking this weather here, and I think it's really coming into its own already. As you can see, lots and lots of new growth. A lot of the nepeta is also showing lots of growth at the base. So a lot of these plants are going to be leafing out, I think, by end of April. So it's exciting to see that. And this is my Lillian's Jewel Japanese maple, and I love this yellow branching that it has, and it's so prominent, especially in the winter and spring without any of the leaves. It just looks so beautiful, and as it's maturing a bit, it's so much more visible and exciting and beautiful. I love the branching on it, and I especially notice it with these hukras because it picks up on those colors really nicely. So yeah, lots of buds, lots of little plants emerging here, and let me also walk to my backyard and show you what's happening there. Let's take a walk through there and see what's happening. So as I walk through here, I do have some seeds that are in here. So I sown some kale and Swiss chard and lettuce seeds in here, and they are in this makeshift greenhouse, and hopefully they are going to germinate and I'll be able to plant them out soon, but they are in here. Just wanted to show you that. So this is my side yard, and as I said, I haven't really done too much cleanup, but a lot of things here are waking up as well. I actually brought out my Spanish lavender, which I overwintered in the garage. I've given it some water and given it a prune, and I'm hoping that it starts to grow. It looks alive, it doesn't look dead, so hopefully it's going to come back to life. But here is the garden. It is starting to slowly green and wake up, and you know, it's lots and lots of bulbs are poking through, and that makes me really excited for spring. In about 2 weeks, this should be covered in daffodil blooms and then followed by tulips. So quite excited, and quite excited to show you then as well, and now as well, what this looks like. I have a couple of azalea and rhododendrons here that are looking good. I don't know if they're gonna bloom, but they're looking good. They survived. I just planted them last season in the fall, so they're looking okay. They may bloom and give me some early blooms, but they might also take some time to settle in my garden, so we'll see. But lots and lots of bulbs are poking through here, and you know, all over the place. I have daffodils everywhere, and I have more daffodils than tulips because I have a lot of squirrels in the garden, so there's lots and lots of daffodils everywhere. And this is Pachysandra that's looking good. It's looking green and okay, and it survived a couple of years in my garden, and I'm hoping it spreads and it creates a nice ground cover here. Yeah, so geranium is starting to wake up. So this is the big root geranium. I have it all over my garden because I have a big patch originally in my garden which I've moved here, and it's moved here and there and everywhere in my garden because it's so easy to transplant. A lot of my hellebores are starting to bloom, which is really exciting. Look at this, such a beautiful color. They are so beautiful, and they are just starting to bloom. I trimmed back the leaves I think a couple of weeks ago, and they are just starting to wake up. I love all these colors, and they are still very young in my garden, so it's going to take a few years for them to bulk up, but they are regardless very, very beautiful. I have some catchfly that is also coming back here. Lots and lots of plants are waking up, and here is my other bed in the back. So I have two beds here in the very back of my backyard near my fence, and here's penstemon that is starting to wake up as well. I have blueberry bushes in this bed here, and they are looking like they are ready to wake up. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. And these blueberry bushes have really, really nice leaves. They have these burgundy and green leaves, so they have very, very interesting leaves, and lots of plants here are starting to wake up. So very exciting. I do have juga here that I wanted to show you, and this is spreading very nicely, and I kind of wanted to spread all over in the back there, and it has a beautiful purple bloom, and I am really excited to see how that's gonna look in the spring. And here lots of alliums are poking through. I also have some hyacinths that are poking through. It's so exciting. More hyacinths here that are poking through as well, and lots of daffodils and tulips are coming up as well. So this area is going to be looking really, really pretty. I also have more bulbs that are poking through here as well. As you can see, they're slowly coming up everywhere. It's like almost like they're exploding from all corners, and it's so exciting to see that. And lots of growth on plants. Like there is sedums are pushing out a lot of growth at the base as well, and I have a lot of geum that's waking up as well. And yeah, I mean, things are looking great. Again, lots and lots of leaves still here, which I plan to leave for the longest time in my beds. I'm going to most likely just mulch over this. And honestly, when the plants start to wake up and green up, you won't even see the leaves. They'll be just taken in by the worms. And only thing I do is I move them around the base of the plant, or if there is a bud that's struggling for light, I will move it around it. But that's pretty much it. Lots of buds here as well that are coming up, which is really, really exciting. I have these beautiful little bulbs that someone gave me a whole bunch of, and I have no idea what they are. They were just an assorted mix of bulbs, but they are so beautiful. And look at this pink color, just gorgeous. And I also have geranium waking up as well in many spots, as you can see. And here is a little muscari that is blooming. Isn't that beautiful? This is so gorgeous, and it's a blue muscari as well, and it's so gorgeous. It matches my nails. It's gorgeous. I love it. I love how tiny it is, but it's so beautiful. Love it. So yeah, exciting to see a lot of plants come back to life. Lots and lots of little bulbs are emerging everywhere. There is grape hyacinths everywhere, and they are just so beautiful. Look at these. Are so pretty. So yeah, that's everything in my garden today. I hope you enjoyed this quick little walkabout in my garden. More to come from me, more things to wake up, and this garden is going to look completely different as the season progresses. And I will share with you as it wakes up and what all of these bulbs look like when they bloom. So it's going to be gorgeous. And here it is. Here's my garden today. First week of April 2023, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in my next video. And if you have any questions for me, do put it in the comments below. And I hope you all are enjoying a beautiful spring wherever you are joining me from. Thank you so much, and have a fabulous day.